Hello and welcome to the Marketing Monster app. When you first get your account, you'll be met with this Launchpad. Now, not everything in the Launchpad is going to be necessarily relevant to you and your business or your use case for using the Marketing Monster app CRM, but it's a good place to start and just have a look through and see which ones would actually be needed for you. Basically, the mobile app install is going to be for all businesses. For anyone who's kind of managing the app, they're going to want to install uh, the app on their phone. Our third-party app provider is Lead Connector, so just download that. The other ones, just go through, and if you use it, then connect them up. Otherwise, yeah, that's just what you'll be met with, the Launchpad. From there, you want to go down to the settings in the bottom left of the menu, and you open up your business settings, and here is where you can then upload a logo. You can put your friendly business name. So your friendly business name is the name that you are widely known as. So for example, maybe you have like the Asian Pacific Retail Group, and maybe you're more commonly known as the APRG. And so you'd write down that as your friendly business name, and then your legal business name is just entered in below that. So the legal business name is going to be the exact name that's on your legal registration forms, and that's going to enable you to get your business telephone, email, etc. So business email address next, your business phone, branded domain. So you're going to be adding a branded domain. The branded domain is what calendar links, tracking links, anything that's the system generated will be generated under a branded domain. So put a subdomain in. The example that I have and that we use is link dot our domain name. And you just click the add, and it will give you some DNS records, your domain name server records that you need to update. So you're just going to copy those records and go put it in where you keep those name server records. Generally, people use it with who they registered their name with. So maybe you registered it with like Namecheap, GoDaddy, Porkbun, Cloudflare. You can register domains within the app. So basically add that, put your DNS record on, and next is your business website. So just put in the website address here, and then your business niche. Following that is just your address. It's all pretty self-explanatory. The platform language you can change, and then the outbound communication language. So that gives you a little bit more options. So for example, I can choose Australian English in that setting. Next is authorized representative. So just put in your details of the person who is representing your company in terms of this software. And then you can put in some of your other business information, like your company setup, what type of industry you're in, your registration number, where you conduct business. There's some general settings. So you can allow for duplicate opportunities. So the same contact could be in multiple opportunity pipelines. Merge Facebook contacts by name. So at the moment, it's merged by their contact details. But if you prefer for it to be merged by name, you can select that option. Disable contact time zones. Bot detection, preventing statistic increments, and automation execution. So the system will automatically identify bot behavior and prevent automations. or for prevent your statistics from counting those as being real users. Mark emails as invalid due to hard bounce. So this is if the email address is like not found right, it's a hard bounce, then that email is going to be marked as invalid and it's not going to continue to try and send out to that email. Gather intelligence on unknown phone numbers. So this will check the validity of the SMS. It'll also detect whether or not you're getting like inbound marketing calls, and it will look up the name of those people who are calling you. So you can opt in for this setting. Verify email addresses when first email is sent to a contact. So it'll just make sure that there is actually an email address, and if it's not, then it won't try and send. So that helps keep your email sending reputation high, so you're getting your emails landing in the inbox. Next is make SMS compliant by adding the opt-out message. Very simple. Basically, you have to let people know that they can unsubscribe. You have to let people know that you're using like an automated messaging, that they're coming from. The next bit is from a business, so we need to just change these. So make SMS compliant by adding the sender information, and make email compliant by adding an unsubscribe link. Cool. Contact deduplication preferences. Allow duplicate contacts based on finding phone and email. So we can allow or not allow. Call and voicemail settings. So if someone calls, right, we can have a voicemail, and we can have a different settings that times out the call, so it can ring for a certain amount of time. Miss call text back. So when you miss a call, it can automatically send a message back. And we can use custom values. So we can use different values in these messages, right? So we could put in different links, meeting locations, so that when those things change, these conditions don't have to be edited all the time. So for example, we have, hi, this is location name, and this is a custom code, and the location name will draw from up here, and it'll be a friendly business name that is used in there. Okay, next is my profile. So this is all about you, and this is where you upload your information. So upload a picture, your name, your email. You can put your extension details for, like, if you have extension phone numbers, your phone number. You can select a calendar that that people book onto for you. So if you have a specific calendar, you can select that. And if you have an individual calendar, like book with Josh, I could select that calendar there. My email signature, I just pop that in there, and I can include the signature before quoted text in replies. So that's just another option. We can change our password from in here. We can do a sign out everywhere. So if you signed in and forgot to sign out, and maybe you're using a public computer, maybe you've signed into staff account and you've forgotten to sign out, then you can sign in and then sign out everywhere. Email two-way sync, so you can get ingoing and outgoing mails between your CRM and your personal email. And you can also do an auto BBC ink, where you're then forwarding and receiving emails that you are sending. Calendar settings, so which calendar you use, so it'll look for bookings on this calendar and put them into the system. So you can then add these other calendars for your linking calendar, meaning like when someone books with you, the system, Marketing Monster, is going to put that booking on your linked calendar. What it's also going to do is going to have a look at your conflict calendars to make sure that that time is actually available, so that if it's not available, the people, no one's going to get the option to book on that time. So those are the calendar configurations. You've also got video conferencing here. So we can add a new video conferencing. So Zoom, Teams, and we can connect some other calendars as well. And then user availability. So this is, again, you personally. So where do you do meetings, right? Did you Zoom? Do you have an address, location, phone, custom, right? So just put that in. Your time zone, and then select your available hours here. Okay, so updating your personal data. Next option is your notifications. So when do you want to get sent different notifications about actions that have happened? And so you can just go through here, and there's different options of when do you want to be notified, and how do you want to be notified. So in the app, so make sure you allow Marketing Monsters to send notifications, and then so you'll get them on your phone and you'll get them on the web, your web browser. You can also select email and SMS. So there's different notifications that you can enable. All right, so after you have set up your business profile and your personal profile, next, just add a payment detail. Very simple. Just click on the button, put in your card number, and then that's done. That's going to enable you to access the pay per use features and to continue to pay your subscription into the system. Next is your staff. So really simple. Click on add, put in your team members' information, upload their picture, name, the email signature. You can select a calendar that they are going to be involved in, right? You can select a password for them. Go through, select their permissions, so toggle on and off if you don't want the whole part available to them. So if I toggled that off, for example, then they wouldn't get access to the automation. I can toggle it on, and I can toggle on and off then different parts as well. So just go through and make sure that that's appropriate for what you're trying to achieve. We got call and voicemail settings. So again, just like your profile, you basically can set up your staff member so that when they get their account, everything's already done for them, so they don't necessarily have to set up themselves. But yeah, this is basically inviting them and setting up their My Profile in the same time. You don't have to. You can pretty much just invite them, and then they can set up their account as well. Okay, and then lastly, just in the My Business that you would want to have a look at is the option in opportunities. So in opportunities, you can have like contacts can be labeled as an opportunity. So there's someone who might purchase or that you're doing something with. So you can have an owner of a contact, but you can also have an owner of opportunities. And so this setting allows you to keep the opportunity owner as a follower of the contact and to automatically make the contact owner a follower. So basically they're both in the loop regardless of where the contact goes. Right, the contact owner will follow, or regardless of where that opportunity goes. Where that contact goes in the opportunity owner will be able to follow that contact around. So we can allow that or leave it off. And then next we have pipelines. So pipelines are how you're going to track a lead. So like new lead coming in, you've contacted them, you're set appointment with them, you're following up with them, you're sending proposal out with them, you're having, you've closed the deal with them. and they're your client. So you can track your sales cycle, what stages the leads have to go through. And so you do that in your pipelines. So you can set up these different pipelines. So for example, in this one, it's new lead comes in, the lead gets contacted, the lead in conversation, lead contacted, and then from there, like they're either in talking, in conversation, or they've ghosted. Then ghosted past lead nurture, scheduled call, confirmed call, cancelled, no show, not ready, follow up, call back, new client, unqualified. So there's different categories that we can put the leads in so that we can kind of understand our pipeline and where our opportunities are coming from, and how much opportunities we do have. Okay, so that can all be tracked. That is all your business settings. Next, you'll be going through and seeing how you can have a look at all these marketing. How you can have a look at some of these marketing settings and how to set up your sites and funnels, forms, widgets, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. My name's Josh. Have a great one. Peace.